As always, expectations are sky high this season in Connecticut, where the UConn Huskies aim for their 13th national title. UConn star Azzi Fudd is today's future phenom. Azzi Fudd was destined to be great. Entering the 2018-19 school year, no player, male or female, had ever won Gatorade's National High School Basketball Player of the Year as a sophomore. But Fudd changed that. That season, she averaged 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game to lead St. John's College High School near Washington, D.C. to a 35-1 record. At just 16 years old, she'd become one of the biggest names in high school basketball.
I was shocked, honestly. People asked if I was really surprised. I had no clue, just because there were so many other really talented players in the country.
She's doing things that nobody's ever done before. It's just a testament. She's getting recognized for the work she's put in, the player that she is, the person that she is, and she certainly was deserving. There were other really good kids in that class. We played them all, and none of them were easy.
It's not necessarily my goal to get the awards, but just seeing that people recognize how hard I work, I don't know, it kind of boosted my confidence just that people noticed how hard I work both on the court and in the classroom.
Even back in high school, coaches around the D.C. area knew how special Fudd was.
She's just such a well-rounded, intelligent, bright kid, great teammate, hard worker. She's got everything that you want as a person. And when you combine that with talent and work ethic that she has, you have a recipe for great things.
Well, I don't see myself as just like a one dynamic type of player, so I don't think that I can just score, or I think that I'm a good passer as well. And the game is not fun when it's played selfishly, so I love, basketball is a team sport, it needs to be played that way, and I love getting my teammates involved.
She's about the most efficient player I've ever seen, male or female, in terms of just how she produces, and whether that's scoring, whether it's defending, whether it's rebounding, whether that's passing, handling the ball. It's almost like you watch her play, and there's never a bad decision made, ever.
Azzi got a great start in basketball thanks to her parents. Both her mom and dad played collegiately, and both are now coaches. But the first step with Azzi was simply getting her to try basketball.
She didn't want to do anything. She didn't want to go to school. She wanted to be homeschooled. She didn't like new things. And so we tried to force her out of her comfort zone and try new things.
We tried to get her, introduce her to other sports, soccer, dance, gymnastics. Finally, one day around when she was like about 7, I said, hey, so in the summer, you're going to try basketball next. She was like, no, and just immediately started crying.
I loved being around it, but I didn't like doing new things, and I saw my parents yelling at their teams and their kids, and I was like, whoa, I don't want to be yelled at, so I didn't want to play. And once they made me play, and once I eventually started playing, I loved it.
But Azzi's road to success hasn't come without setbacks. In the spring of her sophomore year of high school, she tore her ACL and MCL. It was devastating at the time, but with the support of her parents, Azzi's resolve truly showed as she rehabbed.
When I tore my ACL, it was kind of like, why me, why now? And I was so sad, devastated. My mom has torn both her ACLs, so the day after we got the results and stuff, she said, you have this day to cry, feel bad for yourself, pity yourself, say, woe is me, whatever you want to do. And then tomorrow, we start attacking because we have a recovery road that we need to get on. So I took that day, cried, felt bad for myself. And then, of course, there were times where I still cried, but I tried to keep moving forward, and I found little stepping stones along the way to keep me positive.
Watching her, I think injuries make or break kids. You find out who you are. You find out how much do you love it. You find out how much you're willing to push through, because it is painful, it is uncomfortable, it is, trying mentally every day.
And she was back on the floor in 8 months, something like that, and played 21 games. Just phenomenal.
Fudd is already a UConn legend and should have a long career playing in the WNBA. But those close to her will always know her as a young lady with a giving heart and a talented athlete who will never hesitate to lift up other people around her.